Hi guys, I'm Megan. This is my very first YouTube video, and I am planning on making many more, but I wanted to use my first video to kind of share what I want to do with this channel in general. I am 17 years old and a senior in high school, and I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia September 30th, 2013. It has really affected me in many ways, and I know that from experiencing the pain 2 years prior to being diagnosed, it is very discouraging and it's very lonely. I personally don't know anybody, let alone a teenager, that's going through the same thing. Not to say that as an adult it's not as painful or not as severe, but it's different when you're a teenager because you're already kind of going through a lot mentally. For me, for example, I'm planning on going to college and I'm, doing all this stuff, trying to think about my future, and this is really holding me back. And I go on websites, even websites like Pinterest or Tumblr, and I just look up fibromyalgia and I see other kids that are dealing with it. It makes me sad for them, first of all, because I know what it's like, but it also kind of helps me in a way because I know I'm not the only one going through it. And with adults, they kind of, have their life, they've lived those younger years, and I feel like I haven't been able to do that throughout my high school career because I've been in pain so much. And if you are a teenager with fibromyalgia, or you know a teenager with fibromyalgia, it is very crippling, and sometimes your friends are like, oh, come over, let's hang out, and you want to hang over, you want to hang out, and you can't because you don't have the energy to do it. And the purpose of my channel is, so there is somebody, I'm sorry, let me turn that off, so that you have somewhere to go and someone to be there. And I want this to become a community of people that are trying to understand fibromyalgia, that have it, that are experiencing even a chronic illness, because there's unity in all of it, and it makes you feel better when people know what you're going through. Or it's better if, you're a friend, for you, you have a friend that has a chronic illness, it's better for you personally to understand what they're going through, because then you kind of understand when they say, no, I can't hang out. It's not because they don't want to, not because they don't like you, it's because they really can't do it. And it's very hard to understand. Like, my mom, for example, she doesn't have it, but it breaks her heart that I have it, and she tries so hard to understand it, but I don't even know how to explain it. I don't even understand it myself, let alone describing it to other people, and that's really one of the most frustrating parts about it. A big tip I can say is, if you've never read the Spoon Theory, definitely go check it out. Just look up Google, Spoon Theory, and then the website I think that it's under is like You Don't Look Sick. It's the first link that pops up, and it's just a story about this woman with lupus and how she describes her experience and what it's like to have lupus. Not necessarily the pains that she goes through and such, but it relates to all chronic illnesses, and you have to read it. If you're watching this video, I recommend it to you. That's all I can say. But yeah, I just want this to be a community where people can go, and if you have a question or something, like because you know somebody, or something like you want to know what I've done to get through it, then go for it. I mean, I kind of always prided myself in the fact that I've always tried my best to get good grades. I've always aimed for straight A's, and I have a couple times gotten a B, and I'm over it now, it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying, I'm someone that's always cared about their schoolwork. I've played varsity basketball since my freshman year, and I'm not saying it because I'm trying to say I'm better than anybody, but I've been somebody that always wants to do my best, and this really can hold you back. And sometimes it requires you to just take that understanding that it does hold you back, and I just want to be there to help somebody, because I know it's hard, and it sucks, and it's not, there's no cure for it. So and it's not terminal. It's not like, well, I have 2 months, let's make the best of it, but it's it's forever, really. I mean, until we find a cure for it. And you just kind of got to roll with the flow and deal with it. But it's easier when you have someone going through it with you. And even if you can use these as, I'm almost using them for me personally as a diary entry to see, am I making improvements? Is it getting worse? What is getting worse? And I may just make random videos about how I'm feeling today. And another thing I want to, disclaimer for all of you, is that I'm not trying to be negative on this channel. That's not my purpose or my goal. But when describing pain, it's not a happy experience. And who knows, maybe I'll make videos on, oh, I had a great day today, great day video. I don't know. I don't know if this channel is going to be popular or not. But even if I have one subscriber that feels like, well, I'm not alone, then that's all that matters. Because I just want to help somebody, because I know what it's like to not know anybody, and I want to interact with people, and I want people to feel like they can relate with any chronic illness, and to create a friendship amongst, all this hecticness that goes on with the chronic pain. So yeah, I would absolutely love if you would subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. But more than anything, thank you for just watching my video, and feel free to check out any other videos that I may have up. This is my first video, but probably by the time you've seen this, I have more videos up. So if you have any questions or comments, or you want me to make a video about something, please leave it down below. I'm open to many things. Well, appropriate things. But anyways, have a nice day. Bye.